All right, so let's just take a few deep breaths. So today's Wednesday, and I usually like to mention something that we should try not to stress about. So today I was just thinking maybe fear in general, anything that you might fear with your current situations. So maybe today we're just trying not to feed into that fear. So if you inhale, and exhale any tension or any discomfort you have, or when we begin to focus on the breath, we take the focus off of anything else. So I think that's something you can use when you might be feeling fear or anxiety and you might start to feed into it. Just focus on your breath. Set a little timer, maybe a 2-minute timer, and just take breaths for that 2 minutes. Good suggestion, so I suggest you take that today. Let's come to an extended leg position. Starting with our band around the bottom of our feet. You can wrap your band if you need to pull yourself tighter. But what I really want you to do is just be very long in the spine, from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Sitting up nice and tall, begin to breathe nice, deep, rejuvenating breaths. Flexing those feet. If you're really tight, you might already feel this. And when you're ready, if you're more flexible or more loose today, begin to pull yourself as close to your body as you can. So nice and long on the inhale, exhale, pulling forward. Whereas go as far as you can and breathe there. Maybe after a few breaths in that position, you feel like you can extend a little further. So maybe you inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, deepen a little bit. Really imagine that you're just pulling your chest or your heart towards your toes. And that goes both ways. So you're pulling your toes towards your heart. One more nice deep breath here at your full extended expression of this fold. Inhale. Exhale. And begin to release and slowly roll up. Let's come to lying on our backs. Give our knees a nice little hug just to extend our hip extensors. Let's tuck our right foot into our band. Extend that left foot, and we're going to do a little hamstring pull here. We're going to do 3 to 4 breaths in each position. We'll start here, we'll drop out to the side, and then we'll come over. So go at your own pace. I will guide but really try to enjoy. Know that you have 3 breaths. Nice deep breath. This really stretching, pulling that foot as close to you as you can. Just letting the weight of your arms kind of gently pull that in if you're really tight. If you're more flexible, you can pull that as much as you can. One more deep breath here. Give a slight bend in that knee. Just to begin the movement, drop that foot out to the side. And I want you to try and pull those toes up to the crown of your head. So if you were able to, it'd be like your toes touch your head. Mine are at more of a 90-degree angle. Try not to let that hip come off the ground. One more deep breath here. Take that band in that opposite hand. Come to center, and when you're ready, inhale and exhale, dropping that over. Ooh, as much as you can. Trying not to let that right hip lift. We're really trying to get a stretch in that IT band, which is mainly a ligament. So there's not a lot of blood or oxygen going to it. So it will feel tight all of the time. I mean, it's a tendon, I'm sorry. That hip might lift just a little bit, but as long as you're feeling that stretch in that band. One more nice deep breath. All right, tuck that knee in and just give it a nice little hug. Take a breath or two here. One more nice deep breath. Letting that band come off of that foot, we'll switch. Extend that right foot. Put that band around that left foot. Ooh, this sucker is tight. So again, you're pulling this as close to the body as you can without bending that knee, okay? So if you need to, put tension underneath the knee on that thigh. If you're really going for a deep stretch, Riley, that's you. If you're super tight like me, just trying to straighten that leg, keeping it straight up. Both feet are flexed, okay? Let the weight of that arm, those arms just pull you down a little. Deepen that stretch if you can on the exhale. One last final breath here. Dropping that foot out to the left side. Trying to pull those toes to that head. Go at your own level. So our right foot is extended out, our left foot is extended out. I'm at probably a 90 degree right here. Nice inhale. Nice exhale. On the exhales, you can deepen your stretch a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling. No fear for today. Fear is always there, but it's whether or not we choose to feed it. Let's do one more breath here. Grab the band with that opposite hand. We're going to send it over. Remember, this one is not a very far extended stretch. Trying to keep that hip down as much as possible. It won't be really at 90 degrees. It might be more of a diagonal that you cross over with. You can begin to pull it closer to your body when you start to feel that stretch right here in the meat of the side. One last nice, deep, rejuvenating breath here. Bring that knee into the chest. Don't worry about the band. Just give your knee a nice little hug here. We're trying to stretch that hip extensor. 3 breaths here. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Let's come to a tabletop position. So knees are underneath our hips. Wrists are underneath our shoulders. I want to come down into, so I want to come down into child's pose. So walk your hands out a couple hands length, touch those 2 back big toes. And if you need to, if you want to deepen your stretch, okay, pause for a second. If you want a nice low back stretch, keep your knees nice and together. If you want a more of a shoulder stretch, widen those knees and then just press back, sitting that butt onto those heels, okay? So if you widen your knees out to the side, really press into those palms. You'll get a nice shoulder stretch. It will transition to your lats as well. I'm even feeling this, maybe a tiny bit in my triceps. One more nice deep breath here. Pressing up. Let's come to a seated position, but I want you to be sitting on your shins, okay? So we can tilt our pelvis, get a nice long flat back. I want you to take this left arm, bring it up, drop it over, and press down on that elbow. So the palm is facing the in between, not all the way in between your shoulder blades, but the top of where your shoulder blades are, so your traps. And remember that when we start to hunch here, we don't want to do that. So sit nice and tall. One more nice deep breath on this. Release that right hand from the elbow. Bring that left hand down. All right, let's do the other side. Swing that arm up and over. That right hand comes to the middle of your top of your back. Press that left hand into your elbow. And remember to remain nice and long in your spine. Tuck that tailbone under. And also draw that rib cage in, so don't flare your ribs out. One more breath, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Release those hands. If you want, you can interlace your fingers. If not, you can grab your strap. I really want you to roll your arms externally. So you're gonna rotate. So I'm holding my strap like this. If it was in front of me, it'd just be like this, right? So I'm holding it in the palms of my hands, neutral grip. And then I want you to roll those arms from the center line out so that our palms are facing our butt. And I want you to just drop that head back. Remember, check in with that flared rib cage. Nice little chest opener, front of our shoulders, our biceps. Let's take one more nice deep breath here. Gently roll those palms back outward. Release your strap. Come to a comfortable seated position for you. I just want to give you a nice little send off. Hands in your laps or on your knees. Close your eyes gently. I'm just going to remind you of your mission for today. Inhale. Exhale. You keep breathing. Exhale. Remember today that we are not feeding into any fears that might arise, but instead, we're going to take action. The best way to defeat a fear is to take action. So I hope you guys feel rejuvenated and filled with energy to conquer the day. One more nice full deep breath. And completely exhale. Great job, you guys. Thank you for letting me stretch with you. I needed it. I hope you needed it. And remember, we're not going to feed into anything that does not serve us.
Thanks, Lauren.
For the day. Thank you, you guys.
Thank you.